Yes.
It's going to be a good game.
Well, we hope it's going to be a good game. I think it might be a low-scoring game. I think whoever hits the 7-goal mark might come home the winner. I don't think it's going to be high-scoring. I think both sides have miserly, very tough, mean backlines. So it's going to be hard to score here tonight. This might be a shootout.
Okay, on that point, this action against Trenggrove during the week.
Yes.
Do you think that's going to impact on the players?
No, not at all.
Slow up?
No. I don't think there's going to be anything like that. I think I'm the odd person out here because I believe Trenggrove executed the perfect tackle but got a bit carried away at the very end of the tackle. And when I first heard about it on radio, I thought, well, that's a bit strange, a guy being suspended for tackling a player. But when I saw it on TV, I could see why.
It was the final slip.
Absolutely, he went a little bit overboard, and that sort of stuff can really hurt players. So if the AFL is serious about head injuries and what to do not to create serious head injuries, the AFL have done right on this one. And I'm sick of all this crap about people saying it's turning into basketball and netball. Well, to the people that say that, get out there tonight for 5 minutes and tell me this game's basketball and netball. But we've got to look after the player, the heads of players. That's just common sense. So I agree with it.
Okay, and what about the follow-up story, the tweeting by the other players in support of their mate?
Well, I see nothing wrong with that. I think the AFL have got to be very careful here. I mean, mates support mates, and that's what we do. That's what Australians do, and we do it very well. I see no drama about his teammates speaking out against the decision, although I'm all for what happened, but they've got the right to stand up and say, hey, I'm not happy with the way my teammate was treated by the AFL or the MRP, the match review panel. That's their right. We can't go silencing people, for God's sake. We live in a democracy, freedom of speech.
Closer to home, Joff, there's been a bit of scuttlebutt about Eddie and Malthouse.
Oh yes,
Any commentary on that?
Well, no commentary there. I think the succession plan is going to work beautifully, and I think that because something hasn't been done before doesn't mean it's going to be a bad thing. The removal of a coach doesn't have to be negative, it can be positive. You know, I think people are waiting for the day where the headlines say Malthouse sacked, Pie's gone, Malthouse gone. Doesn't have to be like that. The sacking of a coach does not have to be a negative story. Let's make the passing of a coach a positive story, and that's what Collingwood have done.
A unique position though, where he might win 2 premierships.
Well, that hasn't happened yet. There's a lot of water to go under the bridge yet.
Although he did get 2, he got last year in the NAB.
Well, yes. Now, if he was to win this year, look. Argument. It's my personal opinion that 12, 13 years for one coach at one club, move on. Let someone else come in and have a go. I think it's too long. In fact, I would like to see some sort of a mandatory time for coaches to the club. I think 10 years. I really do. Look, I know that sounds silly. People are going to say, well, you're a bloody wanker, Joffa. If a coach is winning premiership and winning games, why would you want to get rid of him? Because I think football clubs need a change. A decade in football is a long time. Our game now has changed so much since the day when Malthouse came to coach Collingwood. Now, I'm not saying that works against Malthouse, but I'm saying I think a decade is long enough. Bring in someone new with different ideas and go from there. So, Sheedy at Essendon, I mean, they thought that, shit, there's no better bloke to coach us than this bloke. And as good as what Sheedy was, he left that club at the end of the day, one of the shambles. The list was a shambles. The club was just about rock bottom. So we've got to be very careful here. And I think that Collingwood have done the right thing.